your video for the night. You're welcome. Good to see you too. You're such a hottie, Ashley. Can I just say? You're such a freaking hottie. Every time I see one of your videos or even just the thumbnail, I'm always like, she's a hottie. She's like really good looking. I don't know if you know that, but you really are. It's true. You don't know who she is, but I'll show you and he'll agree. You might know who you are. Who knows? Hi, Lemmy. Lemon. I love my lemon. I want to squeeze her. You know, because you squeeze lemons. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yay. I'm feeling like a bag of potatoes lately, so I really needed to hear that. Aw, I think you're beautiful. Outside, inside, upside, right side, down side. Everyone go subscribe if you're not already to Ashley. Life with Ashley. She's adorable. So cute. And down to earth. I really like her. Da, da, da. Love you too, Kelly. Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy.
Sorry?
Spy. That's weird. To see if reindeer. Oh, maybe I got off, did I? Fly. There we go. And so I'm offering the simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said.
Oh, I did that wrong, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Though it's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas to you. We're learning that so we can actually sing it for you guys. Is anyone going to watch if we post Christmas singing videos? Because here's the thing. I decided for sure I want to do like singing Sunday so that we can not vlog on Sunday, or like I don't have to work on Sunday because I want to do vlogmas. So I want to give you something every day. But on Sundays, I'm going to do a singing video and no one's going to watch. So you're welcome. Yeah, that's okay. You know, I'm alive. Last night I had a scary little episode. Do you want to tell them about it?
So I was working and I came up just checking Shanny. She was sitting here in the living room. Her back really hurt. She's like, here, let me rub her back a little bit. And she did it for about 2, 3, 4 minutes.
I was like rubbing his back on the floor, like he was laying.
Then, yeah, so I was on the floor and she was like laying next to me, or sitting next to me, and she's just like,
that's all I remember.
Whoa. And she went completely passed out for probably like 5, 6 minutes. Longest I've ever seen her passed out for. Like, it was hard for her to come back from that one. Scary as hell. I just think she's been overdoing it, and her period and whatever else is going on right now.
So my period's really weird because, and I'm sorry I scared you.
It's okay.
My period's really weird right now because usually I get really heavy periods and really horrible cramps. But this time, my period is not very heavy at all. I've never had this before. It's like a very light, I don't even know if it's a period. I don't know what's happening. Just like a little bit of blood and then a lot of cramping, like way better than, or way worse than normal. So it's like worse cramping, but less bleeding. So it doesn't even feel like a period, but it does pain-wise, but not bleeding-wise. It's hard to explain. I don't know. If I didn't know any better.
I know
Did you get me pregnant again? I have a tendency to miscarry, so. Just kidding. Sort of.
That's
But
not
this is,
cryptic at all for them.
well, this has never happened before. Where I get a light bleeding. What if it's not a light bleeding? Maybe what if that one day that I had of actual bleeding was actually gushing again? Did you get me pregnant again?
We have to have sex to have that happen.
We did.
No.
Yes, we did.
And not within the amount of time that is necessary.
Yes, we did. You can scoop, remember?
Yeah,
I
you
scooped,
didn't.
but I did. We're not going to stay super long. I always say that and then I end up staying. But ask us some questions. Danny's here too. So this is your video for the night. So this is going to be saved. I haven't been saving any of my other YouTube live streams because I didn't want to. But tonight's is going to be saved because I don't have a video for you. I love you too. Things are okay. We went to my mom's tonight and it was really fun. It was nice. I had fun with my family tonight. I didn't vlog much. I forgot to vlog because I was having so much fun with my family. So, but I did get some footage for you guys for tomorrow. I played the piano and I read some music. Didn't I do so good?
You did super good.
For those of you that don't know, I don't read music. Like, it's really hard for me to do that. But I played like a duet with my sister. We got it on video. So you'll see that tomorrow. It's really good. No one's gonna watch because it's mostly music, to be honest. Lemon is good. She's, I'd say almost fully better. I think she's okay. I really do. I think she's gonna be fine. So, and I think it's because of all your prayers and thoughts and well wishes. And I'm not just saying that, like, I mean it. Like, I could feel it. I could feel the prayers and good vibes and stuff. So thank you. Shanny, do you still follow people's stories on Insta? I do, but not like religiously. Like, I don't watch every single one. But if it pops up, then yeah, I watch it. I don't know. Once in a while, I'll watch every single one. And then sometimes I just watch a few. It just depends. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Lemon, Brianna. No, I wasn't talking about Brianna. Real life, no. A human Lemon is fine. Well, she could probably use a hug. But she's okay. She's not dying. And Bird Lemon is also okay. Aw, thanks, Ashley. But keep posting, because just depends, I guess, on my mood or something. Because there's a couple times a week where I'll like watch all the way through all my stories. Okay. I'm looking for questions. Did you ask your doctor about the iron infusion? Sure didn't. Forgot. Yesterday, or Friday was a weird day for me. I was kind of, I don't know. Will you make sure I call tomorrow, because I'll forget. Just when I wake up, tell me right when I wake up, say call your doctor, because I'll forget. Ooh, cool, Hannah. You decorated your tree today? Yay! You guys get to see my tree tomorrow, finally. Or my kitchen, anyway. The living room one isn't done. But the kitchen one is done. You'll get to see that on Vlogmas Day 1 tomorrow. And my mom and sister recorded the song like they do every year. I have them record a piano duet, and I use part of their duet as my Vlogmas intro music. And people are always asking, when's the next one coming? It's coming tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow. I'm so glad. Yeah, guys, go use the Facebook group. It's so many people are loving it and connecting with each other and just, yeah. How are Danny and Shanny feeling? It was a hard week. That's how we feel. It was a hard week. But we're ready to start a new week now because I just love you, Sarah. Because I'm just, ugh. Thank you, Ashley. I didn't flip her off.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, cool, Hi, Mandy. So is that not your name then? Is your name not Mandy? It's Haley? We have so many freaking Haleys in this community. I'm going to keep calling you Mandy because there are too many Haleys, honestly. Oh, any new channel recommendations for you to watch? What? You might not be talking to me. Oh, Mandy the Calico, as in Calico the cat. Oh, I knew that. Tater tots are very hard to explain. Go ahead, try.
A tater tot is a rounded cylinder hash brown.
What's a hash brown?
Chopped up potato sticks. Made that pretty dang.
Yeah, he wins. Oh, okay, hold on. Question. Oh, there it is. Dun, dun, dun. Honestly, how is your and Danny's relationship going into 2020, and what are your biggest issues? That's a good question. Relationships are so hard. Ugh. Who are your favorite YouTubers nowadays and new ones? I think you said channels. Okay, our relationship going into 2020 is, I feel, more something I need to work on more than he does. I feel like he gives 100% and I feel like I don't. But I've been practicing lately and trying to do that. And we both want to get our spirituality back. So he started going back to church. I haven't yet, but I want to. But yeah, we're actually pretty strong. We just, yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to be okay. You'll have to be more specific. Oh, what are our biggest issues? Spirituality has been hard, but now it's getting better. What are our other issues that have we had issues lately?
We're still working on intimacy, of course.
Still working on intimacy for sure.
We need to be talking more. Remember we talked about talking more because, and you've actually done really good with that lately.
Yeah, we've
because
been talking more.
You haven't been, no offense, guys, been doing the Insta stuff. So because that's who you used to talk to, and not me. So yeah.
They're cute. Do you guys go to couples therapy? We did a long time ago, and it was awesome. It saved us, honestly. It did. Because it kind of, didn't it start as my therapy and then...
Yeah, it kind of evolved into our therapy.
And then we separated, and so then we used it as our therapy. It was great, though. Couples, I recommend therapy, all kinds of therapy. I love therapy. I think it's yeah. Getting there is always the hardest part, but once you're there, I love it. You can't wear hats, they bother you too much. That's sweet, Ashley. There's a lot of people here. I'm trying to find... Okay, this is good. This is for you. Sort of. It's mostly for you. So I've always been the one in relationships with the mental health issues. So Danny, I don't mean this in a bad way, but do you ever get overwhelmed with it all and want to give up?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. Because it's very, very overwhelming. I mean, I have to evaluate that weekly, if not daily. And then I think I've said this before in other lives. As a lover and a supporter of one who is suffering so much about stuff, you have to make that daily decision to stick with this person, to be able to excuse me, give that 100%. And sadly, I expect nothing back, which is fine because that's not what it's really about. Because you are getting something back. You're getting another day with your sweetheart, with your love, with this person. And even if it's not exactly what you want, she's still here for that day. Yeah.
How many times do I ask you to leave me? I'm always like, why don't you just leave me already and go be with someone that makes you happy? Honestly. Thanks, Ash. He's a patient man. There was once in our marriage where I had to be the patient one, but it only lasted like a few months. So I feel like it's your turn again to struggle, and I'll help you.
I did. That was last week when I had the crash.
True. So. That's true. Anyway, he is so selfless. He's the best. He's the greatest human in the world, and I don't deserve him. Everyone has issues, but if you love someone, you stick with them to help them.
Yeah.
That's what he tells me when I'm like, why don't you just leave? He's like, I can't. I love you. Why was I patient? Oh, just a situation that happened a long time ago where we separated, and yeah. Good times. But you know what? It made both of us stronger, and it made us grow up more.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Both of us were kind of... So,
Young?
like, I can tell you this. But yeah, we were young, but we also both had families that didn't want us to stay together. And we were the only two people on earth that wanted us to stay together. So we were literally had to do everything ourselves. We had to heal our relationship together. So that time together, those few months where he was living at his mom's, I was living at my mom's, and we decided we wanted to be together, but I couldn't go to his house, he couldn't go to my house. And so he would come and pick me up in the car, and we would have car dates, and we would read scriptures in the car, and we would go to therapy in the car, and we would watch movies in the car, and we would just hang out in the car and eat dinner in the car. Like, that's what we did for months. And it really solidified, like, it just, I don't know, it just started like a new part of our marriage that we hadn't experienced yet, and it just made us so strong and so grateful for when we finally could be together again and live together again. No, I haven't talked about why we separated, because it was so long ago, and just a silly, just out of respect for him.
You can tell the story if you want.
No, I don't think it's necessary. Why would you want me to tell that?
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
It's super hardcore.
Danny was
past.
young.
Made stupid mistakes.
Very stupid mistake that affected a lot of people, and it was rough. He didn't cheat on me. It was nothing like that. It was a very random thing. It's not something you hear people being like, oh, we broke up over that. Usually that's like cheating or some sort of like severe addiction or something, but it just was kind of a random thing that happened back then when he was really young, and it was rough. And I think seeing him be so strong through it, like having to be, it was either because there was also a point in the very, very beginning where, how do I say this? Do you want me to stop talking?
I don't care. It's up to you.
I won't say what
I think you're just going to keep going if you're going to keep going, though.
I just want to...
I don't know where we were going with it, so.
Well, there was something that hit me, and I'll never forget this moment, that made me, know that I still loved him and wanted to be with him, even though... Yeah, it's hard to talk about, huh? I just don't know what to say.
Tell me what you're thinking. talk about your feelings for me.
So, it's just hard to explain. So, Danny made a big mistake, okay? And it's something that affected my family. And I found out about it, and my family found out about it when this is sort of sad.
Oh, well then don't tell them. It's okay.
Well, it's up to you. I just feel.
Yeah, they don't
I don't even
know
know if I've even told you. I wasn't going to say what you did. I just want to say, like, when we were at Lake Powell, that was my moment. Was when you. I don't think I've ever told you this. I really don't.
What?
Well, you want me to say it here?
That's up to you.
There was this moment where the whole family was really pissed at him, and so was I. And we were out on the houseboat, our family houseboat in Lake Powell, and there's no phone reception. There's no way he could leave. Like, he was stuck on a houseboat with a large family full of people who were frustrated with him. And I remember waking up the next morning after I found out, and he wasn't lying next to me. So I was like, what the heck? So I went and looked around the boat, couldn't find him. So I went outside, and my brother-in-law was out there, and I was like, have you seen Danny? And he's like, oh, he went for a walk that way. And so I kind of walked a little bit that way, and I came up around this little hill, and I saw him sitting there alone. I'm gonna cry.
I didn't know you followed me.
It was sad. It was like really early in the morning, and he was just sitting on this like rock cliff type thing, just alone, just staring off into the calm water because it was morning, and he just was just hand in his face, sobbing, just looking at the earth and crying and looking at the earth and crying and probably praying, I don't know. But it just kind of broke my heart. Like, there's this boy that I love and that I know just made a mistake, and like, who am I to say that, oh, we're getting divorced because of that, you know? Because it affected my family. We were living with my parents at the time, and he wasn't allowed to live there after, for a while. And so that's why we separated. He went and lived with his parents, and I stayed with mine. But that little, I just saw this like little glimpse of like pure humility, like as if he was out there alone on that rock and nobody was there with him. Nobody was hugging him. Nobody was there with him. And he just kept looking at the water and crying and praying, and just all he could do because he couldn't leave. There was no way to leave. Like, Rob would have to take him back on the speedboat. It would take forever. No cell phone service. He couldn't call his own family. He just was alone with me and my family. And I don't know, I guess just seeing that, it was like I saw him. It was like I saw that he knew that he had made this terrible mistake and that he would never do it again, I guess. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it was, I've never told you that, have I?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I totally followed you. Sean told me where you were.
Sweet.
So I went up around. How long were you out there that morning?
Felt like forever. This was 15 years ago now, so we're super
Almost
over
15. It was actually our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, that's
Do you
right.
remember that?
Yeah.
Good times. It was really fun. But I just feel bad for him because he's a good person and he just made a really stupid mistake. And I guess it was like I put myself in his shoes. If I was on a boat, can you imagine, with his family, you know, and he'd only been married to me a year, didn't really even know my family that well yet. I mean, not like super well. If the roles were reversed, I think I would have like jumped off a cliff, and I'm not kidding. Like, I don't like he had to, I don't know. He's an amazing man. Like, I don't know.
Stop.
I just could see it in your face. Like, that wasn't you. That's what it was. Like, I could see your innocence in your face, as if you were like, Heavenly Father, why did I do this? Forgive me, help me. I don't know, just pure humility. I don't know how else to explain it. So, no, he never cheated. There's nothing like, I know. Maybe one day in the very far future, if he feels it would be beneficial, then we'll share it. But I feel really protective of him, and I don't want him getting attacked on the internet. So, like, you can ask me anything about me and what I've done. I'm fine sharing my stuff, even though it's embarrassing. But, like, with him, I don't want him getting attacked, and I just would rather, I don't want to risk, like, having people think differently of him because of it, because it was so long ago, and he's not that person anymore. I don't think he ever even was. It was just a weird, you know?
We'll make those stupid mistakes in life,
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, and
It's what
I
we do
guess,
to move through them. It's what we do to become not that person.
and my gut just tells me to protect him and to not say what it is exactly. So, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Da, da, da. So anyway, yeah. So if you hit a rough patch in your marriage, like, so he hurt me, okay. So I stuck with him, and then I hurt him, and he stuck with me, and then I became even more sick, and he's still stuck with me. So it's basically your turn now.
That wasn't my turn.
Yeah, you get to mess up now, or you get to be like mentally ill, or you can't work, or something like that, so we can get even.
Okay.
Okay, you work on that. Ask us more questions. You can ask us anything. They know that Santa's on his way. Aw, that's sweet, Ashley. It's so cool how the internet connects us. Do you and Danny dance together or have little at-home dates? Who is more romantic? This is a good question. Okay, yes, we dance together. It's very random, but if a pretty song comes on the radio, he'll just like make me stand up and start dancing with me. It's adorable. What was the other questions? Do we have at-home dates? Yes, we do. We do. That's all we do is at-home dates. We're homebodies. So if we do it at night, it's playing Nintendo and eating dinner together. And if we do it in the morning, which is what we do a lot, we have movie mornings, which we love, where we just snuggle in bed and watch a movie in the morning. And that's really fun. And then what was your other question? Who's more romantic? Danny's more romantic. He's like cheesy romantic. It's adorable. He'll say really cute romantic things, and I'm like, thanks, you're cool. Because I'm not good at that. I get awkward with romance. So he's definitely more romantic. We both are, but he is more so, I feel. Let's see. Very important question for Danny. Which is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Oh boy. Okay, hear me out.
Which one is the nerdy guy?
That's Donatello.
I think he was. Which color was he?
Speaking of, so Donatello's purple, Raphael's red, Leonardo's blue, and Michelangelo's orange.
I think it was Donatello that I liked.
Really?
What did you like?
So, hear me out. Michelangelo's a silly one. Everybody likes him because he's funny and he's spontaneous and he's whatever. Donatello's cool because he's the nerd. He does the machine stuff and the tech stuff. Raphael's just a badass. I don't think Leonardo gets a fair shake. I think
Oh, that's the one I like. Is he the?
he's the
What color is he?
blue. with the 2 swords.
Okay, keep going.
Anyway, he's the leader. He's like the elder brother type thing in the group. And he's kind of the unspoken, unannounced leader of the thing. And I think he's my favorite because he's just kind of a reserved leader, you know? He knows his brothers aren't going to give him shit all day long or whatever for being the leader. Especially when everyone's like, no, Raph is the leader because he's the most bad A. But Leonardo's the one that kind of has to wrangle Raph in, you know? Like, hey, you're out of control, you're killing everybody or whatever, you know? So anyway, that's I think Leonardo's my favorite.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Danny, if you don't say Michelangelo, we are breaking up. That's from Lauren. I admire you too, Casey. When are we making a Christmas album? It's right now. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. But since we've no place to go, let us know, let us know, let us know. There you go. You're welcome. Would Danny want to run a live stream sometime, like Switch Roles one day? He's done it a couple times. But yeah, he's done it before when I was sick a couple times, like too sick to go live. But yeah, I'm sure he would do it again, wouldn't you? Sure. Long socks or short socks? Long for me, for sure.
Short.
He likes short, except in the winter. Oh, wow. But in the winter,
In the winter, I do long, yeah.
Yeah, I always like long. I hate short socks. I need mine to be, like, I don't like ankle socks or... Ankles are okay, I guess, but not like the ones that have absolutely no ankle. I can't wear those. What is Danny building these days?
I am
Watch my last video. I showed you.
Yeah. There you go. Go watch Shannon's last video.
Yeah, go watch the last video. It was all about Danny, pretty much. But he's building just tell him in general, at least.
Right now I'm working on a Predator from the movie Predators. And it's been one of my favorite things. That's what I got into costuming for, and the whole monster making stuff for is because I really love that show, and I finally have enough confidence to pull one off. And so far, so good. So
you can pull anything off. I don't even know why you get nervous. Like, you're the most talented artist I know. I'm not kidding.
Some really talented people out there.
Ashley has so many good questions. Do you guys plan on renewing your vows? Not like literally or legally. Do people do that? But we've always talked about like having a party again, having another party. So maybe on our 20th year we will.
Or 16th, who knows?
Maybe. Because that's less than 5 years away, so maybe we'll do something. And then where did the rest of them go? Do you guys think you'll go on a vacation in 2020? Probably not. We don't do vacations.
It's hard with my work to go on vacation.
If this is TMI, skip, but would YouTube be enough of an income to live on if you were single? Uh-huh, because I make $9 whole a month.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, are you proud?
I'm very proud.
No, I don't make money. I can't. They demonetize everything I do because of what I talk about. No, I like the questions. Keep them coming. Please sing to you. You're trying to fight through a blood or what? Please sing to me. I'm trying to fight through a blood or heart staph infection. Oh no, that's scary. What would you like me to sing? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, the weather outside. Okay, he'll look for a song. What's your favorite Christmas song? We'll sing it for you. How did Danny learn how to do costuming and set design? Well, he went to school for 8.5 years. Just kidding. He did it himself.
What?
Like, he just does it. He just does it. He's just naturally gifted. Don't be all humble.
Well,
you know you are. He's just good. I don't know. He never went to school. He never went to college or anything. He's just good at it. He just knows. Which one is that? Is that
So,
silver? I don't want to do silver bells.
Okay.
No one
We're
likes
gonna,
that
we're
song.
gonna do this one. That's the one I've been practicing.
What are 3 girl boy names you love but wouldn't use? Well, I love Charlie for a boy. Danny doesn't like it. And I love Benji for a boy. Danny doesn't like it. So anyone can use that. And I like, what are the other ones? There's a lot that I like that he does not like for boys. He's very picky about boy names. We both like Max, but we'll probably never have. If we have a baby, it'll probably be a girl. Let's be real. So we dream about her. You dreamt about her too.
Yeah, but I mean...
You told me that. And then girls, I have a bajillion names that I love. Hannah, Caitlin. Well, now I'm blanking. I have so many names that I love. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. What is Danny's night routine? Well, first he takes his NYX 45 moisturizer and puts it on his elbows. And then he takes and changes his clothes into pajamas. And then he sleeps. Was that close? What's your nighttime routine?
Work until I'm tired. Find a little snack. Go watch YouTube till I fall asleep.
Accurate. He has a very easy routine.
Super easy.
Not like my 4-hour routine that I have. What was one of the hardest times in your life and why? No, that's okay. We like personal questions around here. What is one of the hardest times of my life and why? There's a couple for me. I'm gonna let you go first.
Hard time for me?
Hardest time of your life. Was it
Probably that thing that we were just talking about. Yeah, my mistake and when we separated because I'm like, well, just screwed my life and her life, and was the last thing ever in the plan of what I wanted to do. So that was pretty sucky.
Mine was probably that, and my parents' divorce, and just my childhood. I don't know. That's really hard. And this year, 2019 has been rough for me.
It's been kind of a rough year for you,
It's
dude.
been a horrible year. The miscarriage was really, really hard. I don't know. Wait for that video, though, because I'm making a video of my year review. Do you struggle with a light sensitivity when you're depressed? Not that I've noticed. Is this a thing? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley. I didn't know that. Shanny, what do you do when Danny is away on work? Like stuff you do when he's home. Stuff you don't do when he's home. Ooh, what's something I don't do when you're gone? Or what's something I do when you're gone that I wouldn't do when you were here? You'll just have to use your imagination. Depends on how available Paul is, to be honest. I sleep a lot when he's gone because it makes it go by faster, and I'm really mentally healthy, so... Okay, who else has questions? What was your favorite design, costume, or set that you've done? Ooh, can I answer my answer too for you?
Sure.
Okay. I think Groot is my all-time favorite.
Groot's pretty good.
It's gotta be Groot for me.
Groot is pretty good.
His Groot suit.
Wait till you see this Predator. I think it'll knock Groot out of the water.
Yeah?
Yeah. But up till now, Groot definitely is my favorite costume I've ever designed. For set design, I'm digging this Ninja Turtles one.
He did a really good job.
I did this art one though, the art studio for that thriller
That
we
one
did.
was,
That
that
was
might
cool.
be one of my favorites.
Or even the wall that I did for that, the falling wall, that was fun.
That was cool. Just everything you do is good.
All the props on Extinct were a lot of fun to build and maintain. Those were cool.
So what was your all-time favorite build that you've ever done?
I think Groot,
Yeah,
all time, yeah.
I
Until
agree.
this one gets finished up.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
Well, that I saw another one from you.
Danny, do you ever get so sick of the stress? I was a horse wrangler, and stunt woman, and stress was so hard, or do you not stress?
Here's the problem with me. I love what I do for work.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is super stressful. It is. It is super stressful because you got to do all this stuff pretty much bulletproof and perfect, and it never ends up that way because either time, money, or quality, or whatever. And, you know, all of this production kind of stacks on you. So yeah, it's totally stressful. But at the end of the day, when you do your best and you pull it off, it's totally worth it. You were totally worth it being there. You know, you're not like some number or some employee thing in some factory somewhere. If I don't show up and do my job, it's noticed. Like this last one, the set that I was building when I got in the accident right in the middle of the thing. If that had been a normal set, I'd have been fired. We're shooting this right freaking now. We're gonna find somebody else to fill it in, and that would have been it. Period. Luckily, I got lucky with this one, and they had to postpone anyway, so I had extra time to finish it off. So yeah, that kind of stress is
A lot of
totally
pressure.
yeah, is totally there for sure. And to be able to do it right and show up and look professional and all this crap, for sure, that's all there. But I think that's part of the payoff at the end of the day. When you complete that, when you turn it in, when you wrap for that day and everything went okay or smooth, or you figured it out on the fly. Like even during it, like there's so many times on set, you know, where a prop breaks or something's got missed in the script, or so they're moving something up, putting something back, and you got to think like bam, right on the fly. And it's stressful that way, but when you pull it off, and I think you have to be a certain type of individual to pull off stuff like that on the fly that fast for a production that's waiting on you. It's totally worth it in my brain. It's that adrenaline and that endorphin launch, or whatever you want to call it.
He loves it.
Yeah, it's super fun. Even
loves it.
the super stressful ones, you come home and you be like, dang, I totally pulled that off today. So, and sometimes, yeah, skin to the teeth. Sometimes you gotta be like, guys, I'm sorry, this isn't gonna work out. Here's what I got. And everybody else has those kind of days too, so they do what they can to make it work.
He's really good at that, though. Hi, handsome. How did Danny and Paul meet?
Airsoft, which is a war game type sport. It's kind of like paintball, but much better. We dress up as army men and go shoot each other with BB guns. And we met like that through them.
Fun. This is not my wedding ring. Well, it is, but it's my fake one. And yes, it's very pretty. It was like, I don't know, $10 on Amazon. So my real wedding ring, I had my engagement ring, which actually looked a lot like this one. It wasn't quite as big, but it looked like this one. And then I had a simple band, just like a plain band. So he proposed to me with the diamond one, and then put the band on when we were married and sealed. I lost the band, and I'm so sad. It makes, like, we tore my mom's house apart when she moved, because that's where I lost it. We were living there when I lost it. And I'll forever be more sad about that. Like, I would have rather lost the diamond one, because the band was a little bit more special, because it was given to me in our temple ceremony, and that's really, really special to me. And then the diamond one I don't wear anymore, because my fingers got skinnier, so it just started to fall off. And I have, like, freakishly, like, my fingers don't match my body. I have very thin fingers for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know where I get that from, but I do. So I can't even wear the other one. It doesn't fit. I could get it a size. I just haven't done it yet. So I just started buying these because back in the day, if I had known if they had these back in the day, the cheap ones, I would have had him get me one of these. Like, these are great. And I just like buy a new one like once a year and it's fine. So it's kind of fun too. So I have that other one. It just doesn't fit, but it's special and it always will be. But I really miss the band. I really do. It was sad. But he's had his. Never takes it off.
Because I can't take it off.
Yep, it's warped his finger. Show him.
Well, I broke my finger, or sprained it so bad that I can't. Oh, wow, it's going to come off today.
Really? He has a really cool wedding ring.
Wow, wow.
Let me see it.
Oh.
It's like tungsten.
Mm-hmm. Tungsten carbide.
It's got a really cool design in it. I really like his ring. So, you guys are so sweet. Could you sing Baby It's Cold Outside? You guys would look so cute. If you don't know it, Somewhere Over the Rainbow would be amazing also. We sing Baby It's Cold Outside every year at my family's party. So yes, of course we know it. Can you sing and play at the same time? Can you sing your part?
Maybe.
Do you want to sing the new Politically Correct? Have you heard it?
No, I don't care.
It is. Have you even heard it? It's. I'll keep my mouth shut. Kelly Clarkson and John Legend.
Why can't I live in a why can't I sing a song about date rape and
it's not even about I don't get why people are so
and-
sensitive. Good
and
hell.
sex.
He
I
is
mean,
just like
rap people sing about it all the damn time. and they
He's
get
being
flack
playful
for it.
with her. It's not like he's forcing her and tying her down. He's being playful. Like, oh, I gotta go, but babe, it's cold. You should stay. It's cold outside. No, I really gotta go. Oh, you should stay. It's cold outside. Yeah, but my mom will be worried. Yeah, but it's cold. Like, they're flirting with each other. People are so sensitive. Good hell. And the new lyrics are so overly ridiculous. It's like, but I respect
over the
women,
PC.
so yeah, it's like, but I respect your body or something like that. And I'm just like, ugh, calm down. It is a Christmas cheerful song. And it's just, I'm sorry. If any of you here are mad at me for that, I'm sorry, but I just think people are way too sensitive. And like, rape triggers me, and I have no problem with it. Because I don't even see it that way. I just think I see it as a flirtatious song, like they're both flirting with each other. That's how I see it. It's just stupid. I hate the new lyrics. Keeping Christ and Christmas Xmas is offensive. Wait, what? I don't like Xmas, but I don't judge other people if that's how they write it out. I know. It's like, calm down, people. But I'll respect your body because it's yours. And you're a woman and you're equal as me and you're strong. Just, these aren't the lyrics, but it's pretty much. But I respect you, I respect you, I respect you. And it's your choice and it's your body and I respect. Calm down. I'm a woman and I've been sexually assaulted and it doesn't bother me at all. Calm down, world. Are you gonna sing your part though?
We're starting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? That's right, right?
Yes.
C major. Yeah. Ready?
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening,
Shoot, sorry.
evening has been
I hope you dropped it.
so very nice.
It's so hard to play.
Hold your hand, they're just like ice. My mother will start to the beautiful. What's your hurry? Father will. Do you want me to sing it?
Yeah.
There will be place in the floor, planted to the fireplace where really I'd better scurry. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Well, maybe just a half a drink more. Yes, but I respect your body. That's so dumb. The furthest anything away from a Christian, but I respect all religions. That's how I am too. I mean, I am Christian, but I respect other people. It's like, just calm down. Mother will start to worry. Get your tissues, okay. So really, I'd better scurry. Well, maybe just a half a drink more. So you can get me drunk and rape me, because clearly that's what the song is about. So you can get me drunk. Did you slip me something in my drink? Maybe you should, so that you can rape me and have sex with me all night, even though I'm teasing you back and we're all teasing together and it's all great. And it's my body. But you can use it however you want. I'm submissive to you. Baby, it's cold outside. I'm sorry, I just think it's too... Will you look it up? Hold on, I want to read it. I'm going to read you guys the new lyrics. It's so, in my opinion, over... What is this called? Is this Google?
No, it's Safari.
Except this year, we might have to sing it this way at the party.
Oh, we don't sing that
Because so
one
many
then.
people are in our family are offended. PC. Okay, you ready for this? Oh,
I don't
good
know if I
hell.
can play it.
Okay, I'm just gonna read it to you. Here, hold this so you can see both of us. Because I want your reaction. Okay, ready for this? So, this is how it should be sung. Okay. I really can't stay, baby, I'm fine with that. I've got to go away, baby, I'm cool with that. This evening has been hoping that you get home safe. So very nice, I'm glad you had a real good time. My mother will start to worry. Call her so she knows you are coming. My father will be pacing the floor. Better get you... Wait, what? Wait, father will be pacing the floor. Better get your car a-humming. What? So really, I'd better scurry. Yeah, no rush. Should I use the front or back door? Which one are you pulling towards more? This is the stupidest thing. The neighbors might think that you're a real nice girl. Say, what's in this drink? Pomegranate LaCroix. I wish I knew how. Maybe I can help out. To break the spell, I don't know what you're talking about. I ought to say no, no, no. You reserve the right to say no. At least I'm gonna say that I tried. You reserve the right to say no. I really can't stay. Well, you don't have to. Baby, it's cold outside. I've got to get home. Do you know how to get there from here? Say, where is my coat? I'll go and grab it, dear. You've really been grand. We'll have to do this again. Yes, I agree. How about the Cheesecake Factory? We're bound to be talking tomorrow. Text me at your earliest convenience. Hold on.
We might have to sing this at this party.
I know. At least I have been getting that vibe. Unless I catch pneumonia and die, I'll be on my way. Thanks for the great night, babe. Bye-bye. Drive safe. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Unreal. It's so dumb. We're going to sing it this way, but we're going to make fun of it. But we're going to make fun of it. It's so stupid. Calm down, world. Good hell. Is that not the like, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, go pull up your car. Like, yeah, like, who is it? Karina was saying it just sounds like he wants to get rid of her.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by. I have
Okay,
no
you can
spine.
leave. I don't like you. You can leave. It's so cringy. I hate it. Awful. I know, right? They mentioned death, so let's all get offended again so they can change it back. I know. It's so dumb. Do you have any advice on how to deal with a social bully at work? That's terrible. Have you
Punch
talked
him
to
in
your
the
boss
dick.
about it? Punch him in the dick. Talk to your boss about it, because your boss can talk to them, and if it keeps happening, your boss can fire them. Because that's not okay that that's happening. So I know that's scary, but you need to go talk to your boss and beg your boss to keep it anonymous for your protection. And they'll look into it. And then if it keeps happening, keep reporting it. I'm sorry that's happening to you. That really sucks. What do LaCroix? I know. What do LaCroix drinks have to do with anything? The whole thing is stupid. I know. It's just dumb. People are just. It's annoying. All right, we're gonna take one, maybe two more questions, and we're gonna go. So really, I'd better scurry. Well, maybe just a half a drink more. Na, 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 na. I like that too. Don't react to the bully. I wish to break the spell. I know, it's not classic anymore. It's stupid now. We're so doing that this year, though. So dumb. Any other questions? We're gonna go if no one has a question. Baby, it's cold outside. I need a remote for that one. Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, leave it here too, Karina. Because I don't remember what it was. So tell me here. When you're here before. When you're here. Just start playing it. Gonna give in the end. What the? You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. You're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. It's too long. Okay, well then don't type it then. You don't have to. Okay, I'll go look for it, Karina. Hold on. Where's your damn YouTube?
Where's your damn YouTube?
Where I can see it, not in a folder. I don't see a question from you. Are you sure, Karina? On my latest video? I can't find it. Oh, thank you. Someone Kayla gave us $2. Not that Kayla, it's a different Kayla. Thank you, Kayla. That's so sweet of you, honey. Aw. You guys are so sweet. Do you have a question, dear darling Kayla? Oh, it's the more free chats thing. Nice. She figured out a way to give me $2 for free. Oh, I found it. Never mind, Karina. I found it. Okay. Oh, wow. This is wow. Okay. This is extremely long. I feel like this should be a whole video. Holy smokes. Okay. Will you hold this while I read this? It's really long. We're going to end on this. Get you too. They want to see you too. Shanny, I have a theory and a question about your sex life. LOL. OMG, I just had to, sorry. But really, it's about yours and my sex life. Wait, let me rephrase that. LOL. Are we still friends? LOL. Where's the actual question? You're so funny.
Where's the actual question?
Anyway, okay, hold on. I'm looking for the you're adorable, but you and I have a lot in common.
Oh, Choco Cat just gave us $2.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are so sweet.
They're so nice. They
don't
just
have
know
to do
I don't
that.
make money, so they're being sweet.
We don't
you
do
guys
it for
are
money.
really sweet. Thank you.
But thank you so much.
If you donate, you can ask a question. We'll answer it. You and I have a lot in common, so I was wondering, could this be true for you? I was raised by a narcissist. I was raped at around age 3 to 4, molested a different stepdad. Mom was married 6 times by the time I was 17. I have an eating disorder for 35 years. Since I was 12, been married forever and love my husband more than life itself, almost 27 years. I've also struggled with just not interested in sex. Do I like it? Yes, but I could never figure out why I avoided it at all cost. It actually hurt our relationship many times. That's the thing we argue about the most. We don't usually fight and argue much at all, a healthy amount. So I was like, what the heck is my problem? I do know and understand you suffer with pain and other issues down there, but I was in the shower and it just slapped me upside my head and said, it's not the sex, it's the connection. Sex is a very vulnerable thing. You have to look into your partner's eyes and express what you're feeling, and you have to receive those same feelings back from his eyes. Our narcissistically damaged brain and EDS brains. Do you mean Ed's brain or Ehlers-Danlos? Ehlers-Danlos, because that can mean both. Reads this as, oh gosh, he's judging me. I am too heavy. Am I doing it right? Should I be on top? I feel bad he has to do all the work because of my weak ass can't work out and breathe. Does he really love me? And why the hell would he love me? On and on. I'm scared of too much connection. I'm scared I might scare him off. I'm scared of being too mentally vulnerable. It may have started out many years ago about rape, or no, we have been together 27 years. Okay, so you're asking, she's telling, you guys can go read it if you want. She's telling her story. I get flashbacks sometimes. I finally can put my finger on exactly why. The quick wham bam thank you ma'ams are great, LOL. That's how I feel too. I just can't take more than 15 minutes that mentally connected to someone. You see, that is what a narcissist does to a child. No, my mother never sexually abused me. She didn't even ever physically abuse me. She mind-effed me. She kept me away from any human contact. That sucks. Besides her in school. Aw, I'm sorry. I never had friends. I wasn't allowed. She was married 6 times and I couldn't count how many boyfriends during and in between she played my sister against each other and gave my brother up for adoption. She moved from Oklahoma to Florida to keep us away from my father. Sister and brothers were from New York and family. We had absolutely no family or friends in Florida. What is the question? I love you, but what is your question?
Right
Hold
there. Do you relate?
on. I wasn't and still not good at mentally connecting with some people. I haven't always been extremely sociably awkward. I don't think so. I think you do good. I was so very, very lucky. I accidentally met my husband, and he was a good man. Paul and Danny are so much alike. We aren't really religious, but my father-in-law and his twin were a preacher. LOL, tomato, tomato, LOL. Does this make any sense, or can you relate? Yeah. I can relate to a lot of it. I definitely get those thoughts of, oh my gosh, all he's doing is looking at my fat, or he thinks I'm lazy because I don't have the energy to get on top, or I don't want to be doing this anymore. Reminds me of trauma. The part where you were talking about the 15 minutes thing, definitely like that, right? Like, I don't like it to last very long. So yes, I do. I relate to all of this very much. I don't know what to do about that, but stop looking at me. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're just so sweet.
No, I'm not. I'm horrible.
What about what? We just discussed why that's not horrible. It's not even you.
I hate myself.
Stop.
I really hate myself because of it. Like,
It's not-
despise myself because of it. It's kind of hard for me to talk about. Like, that's why he likes when I talk to you guys, because he's like, at least you're talking about it, because it's really hard for me to talk about it at all. Just because I get really frustrated with myself and start wondering, like, why are you even sticking with me? You deserve more than that. You deserve better than that.
But deep down, you know that's not you talking. That's Ed talking. That's a lot of other things than you talking.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay, Karina. I'm not mad at you. No, I'm not mad at all. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, can you write something longer and more detailed next time? That'd be great.
No,
we were a little in the dark about what's going on. Oh, geez.
We're joking. We're just teasing.
Oh, I'm totally joking. I'm totally joking.
No, I'm just saying that it brings up that feeling for me of realizing.
Did you do a second one, Kayla?
She did.
Kayla!
Oh, so did
Kayla,
Coco Can.
Yeah, I
Oh.
talked about that earlier.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. No, it's a great question, and
That's a really good question. And yes, there's a lot of relatable stuff in there.
yeah, like do I
Let's be-
smell bad, and is he judging me because I haven't showered in a few days because I'm so depressed? All he's doing is laughing at me inside, thinking I'm gross,
You really think that?
or thinking that I'm lazy and that he has to do all the work.
Okay. Can I give my side of this?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? Okay. Karina, I guarantee your husband thinks the same exact thing that I'm about to say to you. Okay? We don't think any of that. I know that's so hard for you guys to understand or even conceive. We don't think about any of that stuff. All that's going through our brains right now at that point, in that moment, in those moments are, oh my gosh, naked wife around me. Like, not around me, but near me, with me, around me type thing. That makes sense? And we are freaking out that this woman that we love and that offered to marry, that agreed to marry us poor losers would give herself like that. And it blows our minds that they would do that. Honestly, knowing those kind of things that you guys are going through and thinking about makes it even more special when it happens. Because you've obviously come through a lot of stuff and are thinking that thing when it's nothing that has to do with any of that stuff. Believe me, all I think about, and I'm guaranteeing all Paul's thinking about at that point, at that time, is, oh my gosh, what a beautiful,
When did Paul come into the
No,
equation?
his. That's
Oh, is that your
not
husband's
our
name?
Paul. That Paul.
Oh.
That's why he said Paul
Oh,
and
this whole
Danny
time
are.
I thought he was talking about our Paul. And I'm like,
That's.
I'm sure
She
he's
said,
great, but I wouldn't know.
you gotta
Oh.
you gotta read. Anyway, I guarantee you that's what they're thinking. I promise you that's what they're thinking. Somebody just said it right there. Who said that? Next one. He's a man. Right? That's what I hate. Look, I'm sorry. We are simple creatures. We think of a couple of things at a time, and even that is a little much sometimes for us to think about. You girls have this amazing ability to think about 100 million things, sadly at the wrong time, if you don't mind. You just don't understand. When Shannon and me are in those situations, I lose it. I literally lose my mind over it because not only do I know the crap that she has to work through in here to get to that point, but to continue all that and to be thinking, oh, you poor things, why are you thinking that in such a special moment when all we're thinking of is how lucky we get to be next to a woman naked? I know that sounds like such a guy thing to think about, but that's what we think about. That's the only thing we care about at that time. How lucky we are to have this special person, this special creature next to us, sharing this moment with us. That's what it is. There was a question earlier that I wanted to address real quick. Kenny Cox said, "Hey, have you ever helped Shanny? Hey, Shanny, have you ever helped Danny with his projects and been his set assistant or assistant on set?" She hasn't been an assistant on set. However, I am not a cook. I'm not very good at cooking. So whenever I need prop food, she's my home assistant, cook assistant.
And there was one time I had to cook an entire Thanksgiving dinner, turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, and we couldn't eat any
Pies,
of it.
all of it, the
And
whole
we couldn't
thing.
eat any of it.
She
It
made a
was
whole turkey
torture.
dinner, and guess what we did with it?
Threw it away.
It was
Nobody
just
ate
it was just set dressing, so it just sat there
Wait,
doing
is that
nothing.
you, Leah?
Coco
you
Cat, did you
Choco?
just
Is
give us
it
another
Coco?
$2?
Are you Leah? Is that
Coco?
Leah? You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
See?
I do not
Right
deserve
there.
this, dude. It
Get
is
that
Leah. Okay.
Get that out of your head.
Well, it's true.
It's not. I just told you it was true. Get to your girls' heads. It's not true. The truth is just what I said it to be. We are lucky. Oh, so lucky to be in those special situations with you guys. Sorry, I didn't do that.
Thank you.
Anyway. Kayla, what the hell? Did you do another
Those are
$2?
so sweet.
Stop it.
Oh, look,
But
I
thank
just
you.
made more money than I have in a month. Thanks, guys. You're so nice.
Look, Danny's
Those are
right.
so
That's how they
sweet.
think. I'm sorry. We're just easy. We're just easy thinkers about that kind of stuff, you know? And sadly it's mind-boggling to us how much you ladies overthink that process. Cody, what the heck? Thank you.
Thank you, Cody. You guys.
Guys
Okay,
are so
seriously, you
sweet
don't have
tonight.
to give us money.
Yeah, no,
Don't
you're
give us
good. We're
money.
good. We're super
You guys
good.
are very, very sweet, though. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys even have the processing power to think about all that crap when it just blows my mind. I don't know how you do it. I don't know why you do it.
I can't really help it.
For all the other ladies on here, is that true for everybody, or is it just for eating disorder?
I don't think it's true for everybody.
Mentally.
There's so many women who love sex.
No, I know that, but I mean, I don't know. I guess within in this community, in this niche, is that true for all y'all ladies? Is that kind of how the process of your minds work when it comes to those intimate moments? Question mark.
I feel like it still would if I weren't abused, it wouldn't be as bad. If I just had an eating disorder and a mental illness, it still would be hard, but it wouldn't be as hard. So for me, it's like all of it combined.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Because you feel, this is going to sound weird, but when you have an eating disorder, you also feel like turned off by yourself.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And so it makes you, that's the last thing you want, because you just think you're hideous 24/7, and you worry that your partner is seeing you through the same eyes that you're seeing yourself.
Interesting point. Interesting point. Well, I just told you how we see it. How I see it. I'm sure most of the guys on here is the same deal. Whoa, that was a lot. Yeah, I'll rather let go.
Pull it up on here so I can read.
Sorry, guys. I'm just reading the comments real quick. You'd see me chilling. For me, it's a yes, unless I'm at a comfortable weight and I feel great about how my body looks, which is never, that's never now that I'm 31. Oh, come on, Angela, you're killing me. Everybody, well, at least in my case, honestly, you just start crying in the middle because it's just overwhelming. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough. I totally understand. Danny, read my last comment, Karina. Oh, shit. What, where?
You have to type it again, Karina.
Oh, I got it right here. It's like this. It's a connection thing. It's like allowing someone else to in your head and scared. Yeah. Well, no kidding. Yeah. But don't you guys don't you guys think possibly that again having a male within that type of relationship at that point, in such an intimate relationship at that point, don't you think that we are already dealing with that? Like, we already understand that. Of course. And again, we simplify it in our brains and just kind of turn it into our own self thing of like, oh my gosh, naked woman. Right? That's what we see, and that's what our bodies it's funny. I'm just trying to get it through your guys' head about how the male mind works, especially when it comes to sex. And you're going to think it's funny because it's very stereotypical and it's very...
Okay, but hold up.
Oh.
You are not stereotypical. Yes, you have that too. But you love it for the love, not just the sex.
Oh, for sure.
In fact, I feel like
love
you
it for the love.
The love making over the sex.
Hell yeah.
Like he would rather just snuggle with me naked than
Hell yeah.
Than have an orgasm.
Yeah, foreplay is the shit. I love foreplay.
Yeah, he's all about like the connection.
Yeah, it is, and that's exactly what it's about. It's about the connection.
For you, but
for
a lot
me.
of men are not like that.
True,
not
but
all men.
Not all men. No, but it does
a lot
sound
of men are just about the sex. Like, just get me the climax, and then
yeah, which is not really being a man. That's being a boy, in my mind, because boys think about that. Boys think about, oh, I just want the climax and I want to be done so I can move on, so I can play the next game or whatever. You know, that's what a boy thinks. Guys, if you're in a relationship with a boy, that's what you're going to get. When you're in a relationship with a man that loves you, okay, we don't care about any of that stuff. And that's not to say we don't care about you. I'm just saying all of those thoughts, and let's be honest, those are thoughts. That's not reality. Those are thoughts inside your head that are literally being filtered like this. Everybody do that. Everyone put your hand like this right now. See how much of the screen you can actually see. Shanny?
I'm doing it.
How much of the world can you see through your filter? Hey, Israel's here. That's very true. Is society has messed everybody up. Okay, everyone's doing this.
Izzy, I haven't seen you forever. I miss you.
This is your filter. This is your brain on Ed.
Brain on Ed. The egg in the frying pan.
Yeah, the egg in the frying.
Ed.
This is your Ed. Okay.
I'm gonna make that post tonight on
You
Instagram.
should. You should. And eating disorder and mental illnesses are the crappiest thing that I think anybody has to deal with. And then to share that with a partner, it must be sucky. It really must be sucky because you as an individual, I know you hate yourself already. And you must hate yourself even more that you're putting another person through it. Right?
Yeah.
So from me as a supporter of someone who is struggling, and I'm sure all of the other guys that are dealing with this feel the same way or close enough to it. When it comes to the intimacy and the connection, we don't care about any of that stuff. We don't care about those words, those constructs. Let me say that again. We don't care about the constructs that society, thank you Iz for putting that in here, puts on the relationship.
It's tough when you
looks, weight, smells, whatever you want to, all those things that you think about, we don't. Again, I'm going to say it again. I feel so lucky and so blessed and so honored that this woman even lets us get that far. Even lets me get that far for health's sake.
Why are you so perfect?
I'm far from perfect.
Well, why are you so wonderful?
Well, because I'm that way.
Aileen said it's tough when you want him to be happy as well. You kind of put your fears aside because what if they leave you?
Sure. And that's a relationship, right?
It's like you don't even want to get that close sometimes because it's like you think in your head that they're going to leave you someday anyway, and so why get closer and make it even harder?
And I'm afraid that's the risk you take when you get into a relationship. We all take that. We all take that relationship. Even if you're doing 100%, anytime that relationship could break down for whatever reason, for thoughts and constructs passing through your mind, saying, oh, I've had enough of this, I'm moving on. That's the risk. But the risks are worth the rewards if you're willing to work on it, I think. And you get a great reward when sad and good things are those husband's words, thoughts, Danny's. What? Sad and good things those are my husband's words and thoughts, Danny's. Karina, I'm sorry, I'm not reading that right. I don't know what you're saying there. Do you get that?
I think she's saying her husband agrees with you.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. It'd be nice to not think about those things automatically sometimes. I'm with you there, Amy. It'd be nice to not have that thing where it's just the first thing you think of.
Sure, and I understand that.
You know how bad it sucks that...
How do we get over that, though? How would you tell somebody how to get over that? Or work through it? Or Therapy? Mm-hmm. What kind of therapy?
Because I'm not qualified to tell them how to get over it because I don't even know how to do it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. No, don't worry about the actual thing. What would you somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I'm struggling with these things. How would you, if you had a magic bullet, how would you do it? What would your advice be? If you had a perfect scenario, how would you be able to handle that? Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
I'm slow. How would you be able to tell your friends, hey, I know what I need to do to work through that.
I don't know what I would say.
You never thought about that?
Ask me a question like that. So be my friend. Be a friend that comes to me and says, what?
Hey, Shanny, I'm having this problem with sex with my husband because I think all these crazy things. Crazy is the wrong word. I apologize. That's not the right word I meant to say.
Well,
I
it's
have
true.
all of these thoughts and feelings in my head that I know are not true, and I know they are filtered through an Ed brain, an Ed filter. Do you have any suggestions about how I get over this? How to work through it? Let me just throw this in the mix real quick because it just came to me.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Do you want to work through it? Oh, sorry. Am I shutting you down? Why am I shutting you down?
It's okay.
Don't shut down.
I'm not.
You are totally shutting down.
I'm not.
Shannon, hey, we're talking.
It's okay. I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
we'll move on. Next question. Hope that's there. Here we go.
It's okay. Sorry.
No, you're shutting down, so we can move on. It's okay.
I'm not shutting down. I'm here. I'm just listening. Just taking it all in.
Taking what? What was?
It's just a lot to take in.
What is?
A lot to think about.
Which part?
All of it. It just feels overwhelming.
Okay.
But I'm just.
Well, let's move on then.
I'm just trying to listen.
Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Yes, Shanny is an amazing wife. Did you read that?
Yes, thank you, Tiffany.
Oh, sorry. Of course, that's why I'm asking Danny. She's not really ready yet. She got scared and overwhelmed. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's true. Good call, Karina. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I hope that helps. Had these things we're thinking about having a bad time. I'm looking from the outside, negative view, internal suggestions that are powerful. Yeah, totally true. Totally true.
It's hard to want something you're scared of, is what Lauren said.
Oh yeah, right?
Pretty good way to say it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure.
But freezing?
It's just slow when a comment or something pops in or whatever, or a text message. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a valid point.
What's the valid point?
To want something that you're scared of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think what I said earlier is for the good of the relationship, are you willing to take that risk? Because again, I'm going to go back to that because I like that analogy. Relationships are risks. No matter how strong the relationship
but
is.
you're risking hurting your partner. You're risking making your partner feel bad for something that they didn't do.
What do you mean?
Risking, so like the times when we're having sex and I have a flashback or I shut down completely, that affects you and that hurts you. So I also get afraid of that. There's that element too. It's not just I'm afraid of sex. It's also I'm afraid of having to stop halfway through and know how painful and hard that is for you.
Sure.
But
that's also a risk I'm willing to take. I'm willing to take that risk.
I know, but I don't like seeing you like that. I don't like to see you be frustrated, and I don't like to.
Do you think
to stop it halfway?
Do you think I like seeing you go through that too?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate it.
What?
Because I don't want you to see me go through it, and I don't want to have to put that onto you.
But look what happens when we work through that, though. Because we work through it every time, right? I don't go run away and sulk and cry. Neither do you.
Last time we worked through it.
So we've had a couple of situations. We're going to get really real, guys, by the way. I hope you're okay with this. Here we go. 90 minutes and calling. We've had a couple of instances.
Can I go take off my bra?
Hell yeah.
Not like on the camera.
Oh.
I just...
Damn.
I can't...
You can do it right here. I'll just
so
there. Done. Go for it.
No, I need to go take off my bra and change my garments because they're too tight.
Oh, yeah,
can't
sure.
breathe.
I'll just talk to you guys.
Okay, I'll be right
If you
back.
guys are okay with me talking about stuff like this.
I'll take your phone so I can watch too.
We have had a couple of instances where we're in the middle of it, and immediately I can feel her aura. You can feel auras in, especially in that situation, and it's totally shut down. Like someone put the monkey wrench straight into the machine and went, and it just stops, right? The love stops, the feelings stop, and you're like, whoa, 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 what is going on? And she says, I just had a flashback, or I'm having a weird feeling, whatever. And you got to stop, right? Because what husband, especially that loves this person, would keep going? Don't do that, guys. They don't like that. And it's not cool. So we have to stop. And of course, she immediately hates herself for everything that she has no control over, by the way. And the best thing, obviously, is an advice thing, real quick. As a husband, I think you can do is obviously stop and just be there in comfort and hold her and don't pursue anything until if maybe she never get ready for that next little bit or whatever. But the best thing you can do is say, look, I understand what's going on, and don't feel bad about stuff that's out of your control, because that's what it is. And again, that's the risk in the relationship, I think, is going on. Somebody else says that the risk is making them feel like they don't want to deal with the issue because they don't understand. It's never about me. It's always about everyone else. Sorry, let me read that again. When you have a lot of value in something, it is scary. Next one, that is super true. I have a good analogy about that. When I build a prop or a costume or whatever, there's a lot of time and effort and money that goes into those things. And then when I take them to a convention or a Comic-Con or whatever, and people are hugging and people are touching and stuff like that, it's scary because you're like, whoa, especially with little kids. When I walk on as Groot, those kids love to hug, and that thing is just foam at the end of the day, and they don't know that, and so they go up and grab one of the vines or whatever and tear the thing off, and you're like, you just ruined this thing, and that's scary. But that's okay because it can be fixed, and I think the relationship is exactly like that. You put value into your relationship, and while it's scary, I think the payoff, I know the payoff of the risk that you're willing to put into it is totally worth it. 100% worth it. Again, going back to that analogy of the build and taking it into a risky place like a convention or whatever, you have to. Did it take a lot of time for you to become understanding of all it did? Oh, for sure. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I 100% believe that Shannon is my one and only. It was super easy for me to feel her meant to be together. And obviously at first I had to learn all of this stuff because I didn't know anything about anything. Eating disorders, depression, anxiety. I didn't know any of that crap. Any of it. Had no idea. And yeah, it took a lot of time and a lot of patience, and I had to learn a whole new set of skills about how to help and deal and support and love somebody. And don't get me wrong, guys. Please don't get this wrong. It is not easy. Okay, it is not easy because all I want to do is love that woman. That's all I want to do. That's all I want. And I want her to love me, obviously. And in the ways that I love her, that's natural. That's just a natural thing. And people in relationships that are worried about this stuff, guys, have to understand that that's a natural thing. It's okay to want to be loved the way you want to be loved. That's human. That's the deal. That's a thing. And the catch, the rub, the risk is when you enter a relationship with someone who is suffering from some of this stuff, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Or you gotta let it alone and move on to something that you can deal with, because guys, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I know I make it sound easy because I'm used to it. I've spent 15 years doing this thing. So I make it sound easy, and even from a therapeutic point of view, I have adjusted my brain and my understanding of stuff to accommodate for that. And that's not easy. It's very hard, and I have to do it. I have to make, again, kind of going back to what we've talked about way in the past, I have to make that decision daily sometimes to be like, whoa, this is hard. Do I want to deal with this today? How am I going to deal with this today? Why should I deal with this today? All that stuff. And that's a choice that everyone has to make. Even the sufferers have to make those kind of choices. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on here. Let's see what else we got. Take a lot of time. Did it take a lot of time? Yes, we address that. You can mend the relationship sweatery and make it soft again. That's true, Tiffany. Totally. 100%. Not easy, but worthwhile. Yes, I see, Amy, that's exactly what I was saying. Totally worth the payoff. Totally worth the payoff. Aline Abrams says, or you can deal with it alone and keep him in the dark. Much easier. I'm going to have to call you out on that one. If you think that your partner does not pick up on that kind of stuff, boy, you're dead wrong. Hi, partner.
Oh, hi, partner.
We pick up on it. Even though I didn't know or understand it like the first year or two of what Shannon was going through, I knew that there was something wrong. You can feel that. If you're in a relationship and it's serious, you can totally feel that something's wrong. Back when I used to hide my feelings and my stuff from Shannon, every single time she would call me out, she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing."
I still do.
Nothing. And I'm like, "I can deal with this on my own. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to have her worry about that." And she's like, "What is wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing. I got this." And it would take me 2 or 3 days to finally break down that wall of mine or whatever I'd put up and finally tell her what's going on. It's usually something stupid, silly, And she still does it every time. I get stressed at work or I've got something on my mind and she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing." She's like, "What's wrong?" So I don't believe that that's a good thing to do. If you guys are in a relationship and it's serious, you guys should talk about all of that stuff, because you're in a partnership. You're not in a relationship to deal with that stuff alone. You're in a relationship so you can deal with that stuff together. A partnership.
Cody said, "I've been trying to drop blatant hints that I've relapsed again. It's as if he hasn't even noticed. It's been like 6 months. You just need to tell him."
Cody, I'm gonna
just tell him.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna drop the big bomb here again. I'm really sorry.
Because he might know,
Wait.
and he just might not be.
I'm really
He
sorry.
doesn't want to say anything because what if he's wrong?
I'm really sorry.
You got to speak up to your partner.
Well, guys, I can't imagine how cool it would be for the women to say, "I'm going to drop a hint and my guy's going to get it because we know each other that well." Oh my gosh, would that not be the coolest thing?
It works for me now.
But again, we've been
But it
working for
took
it for
him
15 years.
over a decade to learn, and
I
so,
still am not great at it.
Yeah.
I still suck at the little subtle hints.
It's a time
And
saver if you just.
And I'll be
tell
honest
them
with
that
you,
you're
what
still
Shanny
going.
said is right. Maybe he sees that hint and be like, "Oh, is that a hint?"
Yeah, what if I say something and it's not? Then
Right,
I'm
and
gonna
then
offend her.
right. See, we're just dumb. I'm sorry. We're dumb. We're dumb on purpose sometimes. But we're dumb. The best thing you can do is tell him straight out, "Hey babe, I relapsed. I need help. This is what I need." And he'll turn into your knight in shining armor because he'll see, oh, copy that. Here's A, here's 2, here's 3, and we're done. You know, we'll get you the help you need and all that crap. Don't anyway.
What, Aileen? She can't say anything. Judgment is so real out here. What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means. Did I miss something?
I was getting on her about I'm going to deal with it by myself because it's easier. And I said, no, that's
But
not
where's
right.
the judgment coming from?
Yeah, is the judgment coming from your partner? Because that's bullcrap. You should probably have that conversation.
That you don't have that option because you don't have a partner that will listen like Danny does? Is that what you're saying? If so, I'm very sorry. And
Cody says, wait, what? Sorry, I've got, I can't tell him. No. Wait, let's see. He won't say anything on topic because he hasn't noticed, even though I want him to bring it up. Even though I want him to bring it up so bad. Cody, you're gonna have to just.
Cody,
you're gonna
a
have
guy?
to. You're gonna have to bring it up.
Are you both guys? Because that adds a whole new element, doesn't it?
I guess so.
If it were two men,
boy, I can't even think about that kind
I
of
feel
crap.
like that would be even harder. So you might have to speak up even more. Oh, you're
I'm
a girl.
His name's Ashley.
Oh, okay. Is his name Cody?
Oh, my name's Ashley.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashley or Cody. You're gonna have to have some talks, I think, with your man there.
That's not true, Aileen.
It's gonna be hard. But again, guys, you almost have to think about it like this. Like you have two things going on at the same time. You have eating disorders, mental depression, all of this stuff. And then you have a relationship and you have to deal with them in different ways, in different talks. And if the two partners are willing to work on that together, then great. That's really great.
Sorry, Aileen, I see what you're saying. She said, you can't tell your partner that you're relapsing because they assume you're getting over it, so you come across as a failure. Do you feel that way?
No. Never.
Because I relapsed recently,
Yeah.
end of last year,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple times this year.
Yeah.
Did you know that I had relapsed without me telling you?
Yeah. For sure.
So why don't you say anything?
Because again, we talk about everything.
Yeah.
And I also understand that if you want to talk to me about it, you will. And you know, and I think we have an advanced relationship where you can always talk to me about anything, and I will treat you the same way I treat you all the time. And I think that a lot of people out here are not into that relationship that far where they can't trust their partner to treat them with that same respect or understanding. Shannon could relapse 100 times and I would still love her the same because she's working through that. Okay? Guys, as a supporter of someone who struggles, you have to understand, guys and girls, by the way, you have to understand that these wonderful partners that you're choosing to be with are dealing with some heavy shit that you will never deal with. You'll just never deal with it. You have to understand that they're going to go through this for the rest of their life. There's no end to this. There's dealing with it, and there's understanding it, and there's controlling it. But I guarantee you, these thoughts will be with her forever. It's just in there. It's just part of her programming. It's part of the code that makes Shanny who she is.
That was Sarah was saying that to me the other day. She was saying how it's like, if you haven't ridden a bike for 10 years, doesn't matter. You get back on the bike, your body will know what to do. You've learned, your body's used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how long you were away from it. You come back to it and you'll just fall right back into the swing of things.
Yep.
And that's just how it is, you know?
Think about it. That's how all of things work with your human mind. Once you've learned something and you do it repetitively enough, you can always go back to it. I don't. I weld every now and again, uh, and I don't do it all the time because I don't have the projects to do it all the time. But when I do it, I fall right back into the training of, oh, this is what you do. Same thing with the bike analogy. Same thing with anything that you do repetitively. When you have trained yourself in an eating disorder, in a depression mode, those things have trained your body to think a certain way, to act a certain way, and to have the consequences of those actions and thinking. That just doesn't go away. You don't forget about it. You can't therapize, or you can't uh, change the battery out. You can't reprogram. You can reprogram to a point, but again, it's more of how to cope with it. Back to the bike riding analogy, I think that, you know, maybe you suck at riding the bike. Maybe every time, even though you know how to ride a bike, you're not very good at it. You can learn to cope with not being able to ride the bike very good by learning how to do it better, right? I think that's totally 100% possible and understandable. And again, as a supporter of someone who wants to learn how to ride the bike better, who knows how to ride the bike really good, you have to be willing to slow down your pace. I really like this. I like this whole analogy real quick. You guys know me. I love analogies. You're a really good bike rider, right? You're a pro. You're downhill bikes racer. You can take the whoops, you can take the jumps, you know the terrain, you got it down, right? You're a badass at the bike. You know how to fix it on the fly and everything. You're taking on a partner who has no clue how to ride a bike effectively. And yeah, you can win the race. You can speed ahead, you can jump, you can do the tricks, right? Totally. In a second. What you're choosing to do is take on a biking partner who is possibly slower, isn't as confident on how to take jumps, has no idea how to fix the bike, or is slow in doing all of that stuff. And you as a partner have to make that decision to be like, nope, this is my partner, even though I know how to do this better, faster, whatever, and I can get to the race and I can win it and everything, everybody will cheer. You are making the decision to slow down, to teach, to help, to understand, to love and help as much as you can for your partner to finish the race with you. Not ahead of you, not behind you, with you. Hand in hand, cycle to cycle. That's a fun one. I like that one.
You're a cutie.
Thanks. Whoa, lots of stuff here. Sorry. Are you reading all these? Or some of these? Hey, and real quick, guys. I'm not trying to make out the person who rides the bike very well is perfect at everything. Okay? For example, I'm a really good bike rider, but I suck at cooking. I really suck at cooking. I can cook, kind of, not really.
But I'm the better cook.
She's the
So I cook?
much better cook. And she has to deal with me who can't cook.
Which means that all gets put on me. He can't help me make dinner.
Even though I can, right? But you have to give me instructions about how to cut the things the right way, or how much to stir this thing, or how much milk to add, or whatever the case is, right? You have to slow down too. And again, that's the partnership. You guys together make you better. Does that make sense? Anybody? Nobody care? Yeah, Poppy recovers. That's good right there. Yeah. Thank you, Cody. Does that make sense, Cody? You okay with you? Or sorry, I wasn't reading anything. I was just going on. Oh, hell yeah, it's normal to be frustrated. That's again part of life. Life is frustrating. Life is downright annoying. Stupid life. Why don't you just go my way? Why don't you just do that thing? Why don't you just that one? I have a really bad thing where I notice all of the little bad luck crap that I have. Like I'll walk out the door and my pocket, no matter what position I'm in, will always get caught on the door and nearly tear my pants off. Like what? What the bad luck?
You're just tall.
No, that's different. I'll pull
Stuff
out a
was
thing.
designed for people of normal height, but you're really tall, so
Well, whatever. You know,
everything pass.
I'll pull out a piece of hardware or something, and like one piece that I happen to pull is hooked onto every other piece, and the whole thing comes out and makes a mess. Like, what the luck? What the frustrating life is that about? I
What
hate
the
that.
luck?
Yeah, no, that's my new thing.
That's better. That's better. What the luck was
Fuck
that?
this.
Luck you.
That's probably true for Tiffany.
Keeping your partner in the dark translates to them is you don't think he's smart enough, or you don't love him enough to give him the honor of helping you. But I was Cody when you said it's just scary. It's to the point where if he were to try to get me better, it could land me in the hospital. What I need is someone who to help support and not force me to get better right away.
That
6'5".
I'm 6'5". That is one of those risks because the hard
That's your fear.
huh?
Tell him that's your fear. Be like, I just don't want you to take this so drastically. Just like hear me first, and
Yeah, I mean,
unless you feel like you need to go to the hospital, then do it.
well, again, I'm sure a lot of these people, including you, want to feel or the need to go to the hospital for some of this stuff, right? But that's a big fear because it's a big step, and it's something maybe you don't want to do or aren't prepared for at the time. Which means, sadly, you have to take that into your control and be like, hey, look, this is what happened, but this is what I feel I need to do about it. And again, if your partner starts pushing for the maximum because they just want it fixed, then
And
you
they
should
don't
probably
want to deal with it.
yeah, and they don't want to deal with it, then you should probably have a talk about your relationship and about how this is going to happen and how this is going to roll. Because I in our relationship, I have never felt the inpatient, the hospitalization would work. Why? Because I've known this woman for 15 years. And I just know it wouldn't work for her. What's working for her, by the way, is what we're doing. And we figured that out together through lots of turmoil and lots of trial and error and lots of nights up and lots of frustration and confusion and understanding and love and compassion and all of it. It takes all of it, guys. It
And
takes
it's because
all of it.
I would bullshit my way through it.
Oh yeah.
I would go
She'd play the game.
play the game, make
And she
Danny
would-
happy, make my mom happy, go for my family, make them happy,
Yep.
come back,
And guaranteed
relapse.
she'd
Because I know it's not
relapse.
for me, and so I know that I would go.
Right.
The only reason I would go is for him and my mom, and so I'd be doing it for them. So I'd put on this show, and I would be secretly collecting tips from the girls that are there, and then I would come home and relapse. I'm not kidding. Like, it took me a long time to be honest with myself. So many people have said, oh, that's just an excuse. You don't want to get help. You don't get, no, hear me. Like, I am telling you, I know myself. I know what I would do. I would go in there. I'd be on my best behavior. I would do everything they told me to do so that I could get out sooner. And in the meantime, I would collect tips from people, and I would trigger myself by being around skinny girls and hearing people tell their different stories of what they do. And like, that's just my personal trigger. My personal trigger happens to happen in treatment, and that sucks. That's why outpatient treatment is better for me, that I can do like one-on-one with somebody, as opposed to being in a room full of people collecting data and using it against myself is exactly what I would do.
And Cody, maybe that's your thing. That maybe that's what you have to figure out to bring up to your man or to your partner. Being, hey, look.
Sorry,
Oh, go
some
ahead.
people that would work for, though. I'm not saying that that's everybody. I'm saying my personality,
Oh no, that's what
what
I'm
I
saying.
know in my head.
Yeah. No,
But some people it's worked for and it's
yeah.
wonderful. And
Sorry,
yeah,
that's what I'm
sorry.
agreeing with you. I was just going the long way
Oh, I know.
around.
I just didn't
Just
finish my thought.
because maybe the inpatient would totally work for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I would never know that.
You
And
know.
maybe you don't know,
You're, I don't know. I don't know about
you
that.
know,
I
but
feel like each person knows.
they should
I
know.
think you know. You
Come on.
know if you need it. You
You
know
know.
if you don't. I really believe that strongly.
I also believe
It's
that.
your choice, nobody else's.
Right.
And it's not going to work unless you make the choice for yourself.
Exactly. And let's put that into effect too, guys. For everybody. This is for everybody. Sufferers and non-sufferers. We all know our faults better than anybody in the world. You and your heavenly Father, your God, your deity, you know and they know what you need to do to make yourself better in this world. You know. It's human nature, I believe, true human nature to find that and to be able to deal with it. And sometimes it takes you forever to deal with it. Sometimes it takes a very traumatic thing or some jarring thing to get you out of that to move you into something better. Right? And it's just how this life works, guys. There is, I kind of said it earlier, now I think about it and I need to take it back. There is no magic bullet for this. There's not. The only thing that I think will get the sufferers through this stuff is constant and consistent love, support, and as much help as you can give them so that they can find the strength and the love and support in themselves that they need to deal with it.
And then they can make the decision on what will work for them.
Yeah. Not kill it forever, to deal with it. I do not believe, in my experience, that this stuff, again, will ever go away completely. I think it's going to be a constant thing that Shannon's going to have to deal with forever. And that sucks for everybody. Everyone who's dealing with this, I'm sorry. That sucks. However, I do believe that it can be managed and dealt with correctly. But I think, just as I do, Shannon's going to have to make the daily choice and commitment to deal with it.
And if at any point I feel something drastic needs to happen, then I will say so. Because we've been together for so long, we've done so many things that I know that it's not an option to play that game of, oh, I'm going to like make everyone worry about me, but I'm not going to get help. I'm past that point. I was there a long time ago. And now I'm to the point where I'm only going to do something if I think it's going to help me. And everybody's different. Like I said, when I went on the tour at the center,
First off, they wouldn't even allow me to come in.
here's what bothered me about it, okay? So this is why it's my trigger. Now, if you have anorexia, if you starve yourself, if you whatever, then okay, I can see how that would work for you. They literally did the tour, took me through. They took me to the main living area, and there was this huge table full of candy, like full-size candy bars, chips, like just junk food, a table full of junk food. And I said, what is this for? And they said, well, we just like to leave it out all the time so that the anorexics will be tempted to eat. And I said, well, what about the bulimics and the binge eaters? And they're like, well, they just figure it out. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, are you kidding?
It said that?
That's like throwing a heroin addict into and having a table full of heroin. So I was like, well, that sucks. And then they took me to the cafeteria. This part I get, but for me personally, it does the opposite. So they have signs on their table that said no food talk. You're not supposed to talk about food at all. Not does it taste bad, does it taste good, any of that. That's fine. I get that some people get triggered by that, but for me personally, it triggers me in the opposite way. Like, it makes me even more uncomfortable and makes me focus on food more if nobody's talking about it. And then every girl that I met in the tour, and I would see girls in wheelchairs with feeding tubes, and I would see other girls that were, you know, curvy and looked more vibrant, but you knew they weren't. And all I was seeing was, okay, what can I learn from that girl? What can I, like, bad wise, like, okay, what tips can I learn from her? What tips can I learn from her? Oh my gosh, I need to hear her story, and I'm going to compare my story to hers, and blah, blah, like, so it's like everybody's different. For me personally, I cannot do that setting. I can't, because, and it sounds, every time I say that, it sounds like an excuse, but it's the honest truth in me knowing that it would not be a good thing for me. It would be bad for me. But some people, it works great for. For me personally, I know it would not. And so I'm not going to waste hundreds of thousands of dollars of my parents' money to go and bullshit my way through something that I know that isn't good for me, that would actually trigger me more than help me. Me too. I get triggered by being in a room full of skinny, anorexic girls who are mostly skinny. Yeah, there are a few curvy, but mostly skinny. And the table thing really got to me. I just was like, okay, great. You want to encourage the anorexics to eat? What about freaking binge eaters and bulimics? Like, well, oh, and she said, well, if the bulimics binge on it, then it doesn't matter. They can't throw it up because we go to the bathroom with them. And I'm like, yeah, but they're still binging, and then they're going to be sick for days if they binge on all that chocolate and chips and then don't purge it up. They're going to be sick for days naturally, not bulimia. Like, you're telling me it's okay if the bulimics come in here and eat because you're going to follow them to the bathroom so they can't throw it up. Okay, but they're still binged, and so they're going to feel sick. And what if they're not bulimics or anorexic? What if they're binge eaters? I've thought about making a whole video, but every time I talk about this, there's always someone that's like, oh, this is just an excuse. You're never going to get better. The only thing that's going to help you is if you go. This is just an excuse. And so then I get frustrated because I'm like, it's actually the opposite of that. It's actually me finally being honest with myself of what would work for me and what wouldn't.
Amy Coleman says, why do you
Well,
guys
it's actually
look...
the
Sorry.
best in the world, in the United States. The one that's right down the road from me is the best eating disorder treatment. And someone told me, because this was like probably 8 years ago that I did that tour, and somebody told me that since then they've been and that they didn't see the table full of stuff. So great. That's fine. I don't believe it though. I maybe they got rid of the table, but I'm saying I don't want to go to a place with that type of thinking where they're basically toying with different emotions. Like, why can't they need to, what they need to do, have a bulimia facility, an anorexia facility, a binge eaters facility, and an ednos facility. You can't put them all together and expect them to heal at the same level when it's different eating disorders. Behaviors. What?
Your own level?
What's your point? Speak up, Jack. I have no idea what you're thinking.
Well, that's what I've been saying to you for years. Everybody has their own level of how to deal with this. You can't be compared to anybody else in your thing, even within your thing. Guys, long story short, there is no magic bullet for this. The inpatient stuff, the outpatient stuff, everything is different. You know what?
Little bit of rant. We all have an eating disorder, but we're not suffering from the same thing.
You got your rant. Let me take my rant.
Okay.
I think, whoa, hey, Paul, what you doing? Yeah, we're still live 125 minutes later.
This turned really long.
Yeah, dude, okay. But it's freaking amazing. I hope you're listening.
I'll have to save this one.
Damn it, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to turn this on the society, on the world, because I think this is a super good analogy for everybody. Everybody wants to have this one magic bullet carpet bomb, just take care of everything, generally. That ain't gonna work because we are human. Every individual one of us has our own crap going on and nobody can deal with it but us. You can't give me the same medicine that you're going to give her and expect the same results. You can't. It won't work. It can't work like that. The problem with society is that everybody thinks that that's exactly how it works. If I just give everybody the red pill, everybody will be okay. Because it works for me.
Can I reiterate? Treatment works for a lot of people. Like my cousin Jana, it worked for her.
Yeah, fine.
I have
That
a friend
I'm
in
not.
high school
We're
that
not.
worked for
Yeah,
her.
no, no, no,
We're not
no.
like bashing on
No,
inpatient.
we're not. I'm
We're
not.
just
That's
saying
exactly
that
my
there's-
point. We are not saying that it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for Shanny. We looked at it. We thought about that option. We together, by the way, looked at it and thought about the option, and we was like, nope, this isn't going to work. It's just not going to work.
What happened was our therapist came with us to do the tour, and he had to wait in the living room, but in the waiting room. But she got to take me through the tour, and at the end of the tour, we went to that weird room upstairs. Remember this? And we're arguing about whether I should go inpatient or not. And I
don't
was
remember.
telling her and him that I had already started collecting tips and like stuff that I was already planning to learn and feed my eating disorder. And so we argued for it for a while, and then a couple days later, I came to Danny and I said, okay, fine, I'll go to treatment. But inside, I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get skinny because I'm going to go and learn all these tips from all these different people and I'm going to get skinny. And luckily, he had the smartness to be like, oh, you want to go now? Yeah. Okay. Well, are you going to do it for the right reasons? And I said, yeah. And he knew. Like, it's important to talk through that. You got to be real. Like, it's so effing expensive too. Like, if you know that I don't know what I'm trying to say. Not everybody has to have the exact same treatment.
You can't. That's exactly my point.
That setup, that structure doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially people who are far beyond, sometimes you feel like you're just far beyond the help. And so you see through it all. And so it doesn't do anything to you because you're like, oh, I've already thought of that. I've already thought of this analogy. I've already thought of that. I've already thought of that. So this is the waste of time because I've analyzed this thing to death. I've already thought everything that they're trying to teach me in here. So I'm just going to play along because I'm bored and I've already thought about this and it's stupid. That's how I felt. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know if I want to bring it up.
Because you want me to start my own center someday or something?
No, hell no.
What
Please
are you-
don't. Oh my
why
gosh.
are you
Do not
looking
do
at
that.
me?
That
Why are
was
you
not the
looking
look.
at-
I do
What was
not.
the look?
I don't want you to do that.
The look was that you were like prouder that you can foresee something in my future. That was the look you were giving.
Oh, well,
What was it?
I
What
was
were
giving
you-
the wrong look then. I
What was it
apologize.
gonna be?
Because you have totally gone off on this little rant thing about how it's not going to work for you. Like you're
Well,
trying
I'm
to prove.
sick of people
Wait,
getting mad
that
at me
right there.
lately.
That right there.
Lately,
That right there.
lately, especially, people have been doing this and being like, Shannon, the only thing that's going to work for you is inpatient. You are not going to get better
Because I'm
unless you
Shannon
go
and I know the best what's
inpatient
best for
treatment.
Shannon. You don't live with Shannon. You don't know Shannon. You know what she shows you on this stupid little phone. You don't know her. You don't know me. What's that from?
Jerry
10
Springer.
Nope. 10 points to you if you know what that's from. Somebody say
Jerry
it.
Springer. They say it every time on Jerry Springer.
Well, it ain't.
Y'all don't know me.
No, that's not what it is. 10
Mari,
points if somebody
that's it.
can tell me what that's from.
Say it again.
Anyway, yeah, you don't know me. Anybody? 10 points if
Do
you
I
can.
know this?
Somebody can say what that's from.
Simpsons.
You don't. No, you don't. No.
You always quote Simpsons. That's a good guess.
Nope. Sorry. Next one. That's not
South
it either.
Park?
Nope.
Is it a movie or a show?
Show. You haven't watched it, so you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, Karina.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And it would, and I would stop the actions while I was there.
Yay, Amy wins.
Mrs. Pancakes from Rick and Morty? I don't know what any of those people are.
I know, because you haven't watched it. It's really funny. Oh, boy, it's funny.
Amy, you're his soulmate. Oh, congratulations. Finally, someone knows what the hell he's talking about.
There's a lot of Rick and Morty people out there, I'm sure.
How many people here out of 42 people know what Rick and Morty is? Leave a green heart if you know what it is.
Yes, a green heart's perfect.
Why is that perfect?
Because his portal gun that he uses is green.
Oh, because that's your favorite color.
1, 2,
Don't lie, guys.
3, Amy. 4, 5. Come on.
No.
Come on, guys.
3 hearts. I see 3 hearts. That's it.
I know what it is, but I don't watch it. That's
There's
okay. You
3
still know what it
hearts.
is. I watched it
No.
once. LOL. That's still. You
Okay,
said. Well, what do we even know what
No,
it
no,
is?
no, no, no. I meant
6,
have you watched
7.
it?
I know what it is,
I
but
did
it's not.
mean I did.
About.
I meant
There's
have
8.
you watched it?
Keep it coming, guys. Yo, whisper. Oh,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so 7 people out of 43 people. Continue.
I'm totally
want
off
to.
off trained here, so. Whew, that was good. 131 minutes. Damn. Gonna break YouTube with this one.
eBay. Thank you, Paul.
Nice, Kayla.
I'm still
Nice,
deciding.
Angela.
Here's the thing, Paul. Here's the thing. I'm making these paintings for my nieces and nephews, so I'm trying to figure out which ones to give them first, and then I'll know what. So
Okay.
Paul's gonna start selling my paintings on eBay, and you guys can bid for who wants it, and whoever wins it gets the painting. Obviously, well, you have to pay for it because you're bidding, and you're buying it.
That's
but
true, Tiff.
But I'll sign it, and I'll do like a personalized note on the back, and
Why aren't you using ESD? Oh, Etsy? Yeah, you could use Etsy.
because Paul, the people are demanding. Who's demanding, Paul? That's true though. A couple people are like, I want to buy one. I want to buy one. So let me go. Give me like, it's been the weekend, so I haven't really
I've
done
had
anything.
dozens of requests. It's getting out of hand.
You really? I don't believe you. Really?
I want one of your art recipes.
I don't believe you.
I would
As a-
100% buy Shanny's original, but would you ship to the UK?
No, right,
We don't.
Paul?
We just don't. Yeah, I don't know. We
Paul would be in charge of that. I don't know. No idea
I'm
how
requesting.
that works.
Look, everyone's doing
I'm
this. babe.
guessing you have to pay shipping wherever you live. That would be my.
Well,
how does
shipping
eBay work?
shipping would be through. I mean, in the price. So if it's $10, and shipping was 15, you would charge $25. So it'd cover shipping. You'd get your 10, and then they would cover shipping. So you just have to figure all that crap out when time comes. Anyway.
And me and Paul are splitting the earnings, because he's doing all the work of selling. I'm doing all the work of painting, and he's doing all the work of selling.
Next one, I already get paid for the stuff that I build.
Oh, so Paul can sign it too if you want.
What? Paul's?
That
What?
would be harder to get him to come over and sign all of them.
This is your art. No offense. But,
I know,
no,
but
I mean,
that could be like an extra thing that they get Paul's signature, like his autograph. All the
what
women
about
that
me?
are in love with him.
What about me?
I was about
Can
to
I
say
sign
you
it?
too.
I don't want to sign. It's not mine.
No, just on the back, like under my note. You could leave a note, and Paul could leave a note, like "Merry Christmas" or "You suck." Luck off.
Look off. Uh-oh, low power. Oh, geez. You got 10%. I'm even charging you right now. You got 10%.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that one I told you it didn't work?
No, it's one works. I've been using it this whole time.
That's weird.
More like 100. Yeah. More like 200. Whoa, yeah. Now you're talking. I am plugged in, Paul.
Paul, I don't know which one. I guess you can do the one that everyone wants.
Which one?
It's
Which
on
one?
my Instagram, Paul.
Which one? Not the motion one. That one's mine.
I'll go get it.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
No, I'll never sell. However, I'm going to make duplicates of the ocean one because everyone wants it.
How you going to do that? Those are my shells. I don't
Well-
have enough shells.
They might not all be Fiji shells, but we can go get more shells from some
Guys, you want to see something cool?
shells.
What is going on? What? Oh, that's cool. I've never seen this before. Have you done this? Look at this. It just keeps going and going and going. Okay, everybody watch. Everybody ready? It's like delayed too, so you can see it through all of the delays and everything. Look, they're flipping you off, flipping you off, flipping you off, flipping you off. Oh,
Cool.
that is cool and trippy.
So this is the one that everybody wants. This is the one that people comment on the most.
This is what drugs I
It's
like.
terrible lighting in here. You can't even see it.
This is pretty bad lighting.
You see the phone? Kind of see it close. It's just really pretty. Yeah, this doesn't do it justice. I'll have Danny, or I'll have Paul post the photo of it. It's on my Instagram. There's this one as well, which is just aquas and browns. Really cool. And these I have not sprayed yet. Like I'll spray them with Shiny spray and it makes the color come out more. So maybe I'll do that first, but I have some photos. So Paul, go to my Instagram. I have a really good photo on there of this one. And put this one up. This is the one that literally so many people want. Like even people from my high school want it. So, do you see it? Tell me if you see it. Because you can just use that picture. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies.
You can't download it from Instagram. You have to save one from your phone and send it to him.
Just screenshot it.
Shannon, he wants high res so everyone can see it.
I don't know what that means. That's
Just take a
that's all
damn
I
picture.
would do. It's not on my phone.
Holy crap!
Oh, you want me to take another picture? But the one I got on there was so good.
Uh-oh. That was my bad. I kind of broke the picture. That's why you glue it and don't paint it. That's my bad. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm gonna fix it. 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 Okay.
It's not ready.
Yep, all fixed. Ready? I'm gonna take a picture right now.
Don't. I don't want you to. Don't. I won't do that.
All right, you're gonna do it, right?
The one I took was really good.
Then if you have that one on your phone because you uploaded it to
Okay,
Instagram,
I'll see if I have it on my phone.
just send that one to him.
He just broke it though.
I did kind of just break it. You might
Yeah.
have to glue that back together.
Okay, I will look when I'm done with this because I'm on my phone right now. Yay, Tiffany! I'm about to go poop, and that's when I'll watch it, Tiff. That's when I catch up on YouTube. All right, any ending questions? Because we have been here for 140 minutes. I'm really proud of you. You.
Why?
I don't know, I just am.
Why?
I'm just thankful for you, and I just don't think I deserve you, and I just don't think that you know how amazing and smart and amazing you are.
Stop.
I'm serious. You're rare. There aren't a lot of guys out there like this.
Wish there were.
Me too. For the sake of you guys. But they're out there, guys. Keep looking.
I'm proud of you too, you know. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
We are something kind of special.
We choose to fight. Because we were forced to that first year.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like it comes natural to fight rather than give up and get divorced. I don't see us ever doing that.
Not even in the cards.
Tiff, you'll find another one. Don't worry. There are lots and lots of good guys out there. Paul. Everyone wants Paul, though. Paul, you don't even realize, like, you just say the word and you'll be like the next Bachelor. You'll have like 40,000 different offers of women that want to marry Paul. I'm sure there's some men that want to marry him too. Paul is single. Danny's going, because Paul gets really mad at Danny if he talks about it. Paul gets mad at me too, but I don't care. So it's different with me and Paul.
I tried, Paul.
I
I
do it
don't
all
tell
the
ya.
time. I love making him uncomfortable. See, he gave me the rolling eye emoji. Okay. Let's
It's like 12
see.
o'clock.
My girlfriend and I are going to therapy for my eating disorder. Are you a girl too? Because I have something to say about that. Not like in a judging way, obviously. Hello. My girlfriend and I are going to therapy for my eating disorder. I'm relapsing with my anorexia, and I'm scared and nervous. Any advice? Are you a girl too? I really need to know this. Because I feel like that sometimes can make it hard. You're a girl too. I feel like sometimes that can, because girls are naturally really emotional people and overthink things and overanalyze things. So she might be overthinking and analyze from a healthy brain, but she's a woman, and you're overthinking and analyzing from a sick brain and you're a woman. There's something to be said there. So don't like expect this to be perfect. Don't expect, I don't know. In some ways that's good though, because you can go in and you can explain to her as a woman, because a lot of the time I feel ed comes from the pressure that is put on women in society. And I'm guarantee that there's at least one time in her life, honey, that, oh, she's transgender, so she's a man biologically. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe she'll still understand. I mean, just the way that the world expects women to look, even if it's a transgender woman, there's still, do you know what I mean? Like that pressure that the world puts on you. That's kind of a good thing. Oh, so you've got someone who knows what it feels like. Well, she doesn't know what it feels like to be a man, but was technically a man. And now she's technically who she knows that she is. I don't know. I just would say be as honest and open as you can be. And I guarantee you that she's gone through something like that, or something else hard, especially with her being trans. I've never met anybody in my life that's trans that hasn't had to go through hell to get there. I don't believe that anybody in the world has had an easy transition. In the future, I think it'll get better. But for now, I cannot imagine that that was an easy thing. So just don't use it against her, but like relate it. Be like, okay, so you feel this way because of what you went through. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. And just, if she loves you, and I'm sure she does, she'll be there. And when you go to therapy, don't waste time. Get in there and say what you need. I wasted so much time growing up. My mom put me in therapy at 13, and from the ages of 13 to till we got married, I just bullshitted my way through it. I just went in there and just like would shake my head at everything she said, told her I would do all this homework and I never did. I told her things that she wanted to hear. Like, don't waste your money that way. I wasted my parents' money and I wasted that lady's time. So I would suggest using the resource that you have and not wasting it because of like fear or uncomfortableness or whatever. And if it were me, and it has been me, I preferred that Danny go with me to therapy, and that is how he learned most of what he's learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was through therapy, because he would come and the therapist would be like, oh, well, the reason Shannon thinks like this is A, B, and C. And in his brain, he's like, oh, okay, that clicks, that works. Whereas when I tried to explain, he would be like, but why? I would be like, I don't know, I just hate myself. But why do you hate yourself? I don't know, I just want to die. Why do you want to die? I don't know why. I just don't know why. But then we go to therapy and the therapist would be like, well, this is why. Because she's feeling this and this and that. And he'd be like, oh, okay, I get it, So don't be afraid of that. I'm proud of you for going, and I'm so glad that she's going with you. So it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous. Is this your first time going, honey? Just look at it as pretend you're talking to a friend. Pretend like you're talking to me. Seriously. Just pretend like you're talking to a friend of yours and you're just having, regular Friday night conversation with your girl or whoever you hang out with. Just having one of those deep conversations. Just do that. And the therapist will guide you the way that they see fit to help you best. And they'll feel out the situation and they'll know what to ask you. And just try to be as honest as you can. And if there's something that you don't feel you can answer, you don't have to. That's okay. If you need to take time for it, so like if she asks something and then you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know the answer to that yet. And she'll say, okay, you let me know when you do. Go ahead, Aileen. I'm listening. Yeah, it was my first time going for my eating. It's my first time going for my eating. Okay, good. I've dealt with my anorexia for 10 years. Well, I'm very proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, honey. This is a huge step. And yeah, pretend like you're talking to me if it helps, or somebody that you feel comfortable talking to. And just is it a woman therapist? Whatever. Just if it is, just treat her like she's a girlfriend. You're just having girl talk, Yeah, you've got this. You'll do great. And it's okay to be nervous. That's normal the first time. It's very normal. It's normal to be nervous every time. But like I'm always nervous at first, and then after like 5 minutes I just warm up to her and then just say whatever she asks me, or she'll ask me what's on my mind, and take advantage of your girlfriend being there with you, and make sure that if she feels that she needs to ask a question, remember to like nudge her and remind her that she's allowed to do that. Like I would see Danny sitting next to me and I could feel in his aura that he was wondering about something, but he didn't want to speak up because it was technically my therapy situation. So I would just be like, what's up? What do you want to say? And after a while, he just started saying it, and that's how he learned. That's okay, Karina. No, it was a great live stream. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go too. I'm waiting to see what, who am I waiting for? Aileen. As soon as because she said, Shanny, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Okay, I'm waiting to hear what that is, and then I'm going to go. Yeah, she needs to learn how she can support you. That was huge for Danny, was learning how to support me and how my mind works. And
big time. Like that's probably what helped us get through everything was again, kind of going back to what we were already talking about, taking this on as a partnership and not just Shannon dealing with it and me trying to understand. I wanted to understand because I wanted to lend my help, and I wanted to lend my energy and my love and compassion for her towards it, so that it could be two against one, basically.
I don't know how I got so lucky.
Again, I'm the lucky one.
Aileen, are you still here, my dear? We're all waiting. You're making me nervous now. Shanny, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm drunk. Shanny, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You suck. You're annoying. You're a terrible person. You're wonderful. I want to die. I am blessed. Trying to guess what she's going to say because she won't say it. I'm in love with your husband. Yeah. Get in line. Pretty sure everyone's in love with him now. Do you all see why I love him so much? He's just 100%. Wait, what? Oh, that's your guess. I was like, what? I keep mixing up Amy and Aileen because it starts with AI, both of you. Finding it really hard to gain weight. I'm on supplements, drinks, and have a line in my chest for artificial nutrition, which I have through an IV. We'll keep doing it then. If that's the only way that you will allow yourself to gain weight, then keep doing it. But it would be a lot easier if you don't want to do all that. Then it's not as easy of just start eating, but use that as a goal. I don't want to be fed this way forever, so someday I'll get there, and be patient with yourself until you do. And I'm proud of you for doing that. Okay, did she leave maybe? Maybe she left. That was really weird. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes and then I'm leaving if you don't tell me what you're being honest with me about. You're still here? Okay, we're waiting. Tell me. 100% honest. I was Danny the whole time. Was that you? Did you make a fake account?
No, but I'm starting to think I should.
For what?
I don't know. Everyone else is making fake accounts, so I don't know.
They know that sin. This is the best therapy I've had in years. Aww.
There you go. So the check's in the mail then, huh?
That's so sweet. Danny really delivered tonight. I'm glad that you talked about all this, babe.
Thanks. Me too.
This is one of the questions I get the most. Like, how do I talk? It's like, guys, I'm going to retitle this live stream appropriately. So if you have a partner who doesn't understand, have them watch this, because Danny did a great job. Your birthday's on Wednesday. Happy birthday on Wednesday. Am I stupid for just realizing that Danny and Shanny rhyme? No, you're not stupid. A little slow, but you're not stupid. Just kidding. No, there are even people in our family that don't think about that unless they say the names out loud together. So, Danny and Shanny. Oh, hey, that rhymes. It happens all the time. Okay, well, we love you all, and thanks for 3 hours of your time, almost. And if no one has the last question, then we're going to go. Yeah, keep trying. Just as long as you're trying every day, T. And just take it little by little, hour by hour. Shannon, Dannon, I know. What would our ship name be? We've had this argument. It's impossible. You can't make a ship name out of Danny and Shanny, or Dannon, or Danny and Shannon, or Shannon and Daniel. You can do Shannon and Dan. You can do Shaniel, but I don't call him Daniel though. That's not
We already have
his
a
name.
ship name.
What?
The Love Boat. Oh, oh, and guess what? It's all about the cheese. It's a cheese boat. It delivers the cheese.
It runs on cheese.
It runs on cheese.
Velveeta. The kind that can like run down instead of oil on the turny things. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
The
What's a
little,
turny thing?
okay, so like, in the things that go like this, that like when the clock turns, there's like 3 of them. There's a big one and a small one, and they all turn each other as they move.
What the hell are you talking about?
And then, so you have to have oil in there so they don't get stuck together, but instead of oil, you could put the Velveeta melted cheese to oil the system of the boat. You know what I'm talking about, and you're just teasing me. I hate you. No, Dannon, because I don't go by Shannon, really. I guess Dannon would be our ship name, but It just doesn't work. How do you ship Danny and Shanny? That's what I want to know. Danny and
On the
Shanny
love boat.
is impossible to ship. Danny, Shanny, Des Shanny, Des Shadani. It's impossible. Lemon's good. She's on the mend and she's going to be okay, I think. I hope. So thank you for all your prayers. I can feel them. She's doing so much better. I'll show you guys her tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. Tomorrow, vlogmas starts, guys. Yay. So yeah, I'll go get some footage of her tonight and I'll put it in the vlog for tomorrow. Shadani, I guess. Dannon. What do you mean you're not teasing? What? You like vlogmas? Someone here likes it? Get ready for my views to drop again. Aren't you excited? Unless I'm talking about something dramatic, which is I'm still going to do actually, because vlogmas might be a little different because I do want to do a little bit more sitting down and talking about serious things, but vlogmas is usually taking you through my days and whatever I do. And so I try and keep that fun if I'm doing things, but like if I'm sick that day, which is every day, then it might be a sit down vlog where I just cry or talk about a topic, or I might be out running errands with my mom and vlog it and make it all fun. You just never know with vlogmas. Just whatever I do that day, you guys get to see. I love vlogmas personally when other people do it, so, and I have a lot of fun doing it, so I'm excited. Vlogmas is helpful. That's good. Aw, yay. I know, Ruby, right? Oh, she's a miracle bird. It's because of your guys' prayers and thoughts and well wishes and whatever you do. Good vibes. I'm telling you, it healed her. Shandan like murder. Yeah, but he's not Dan. That's the thing. That's the problem. I don't call him Dan or Daniel. The only thing I call him is Danny. His work name is Dan. His technical real name is Daniel, but we don't call him that because my brother-in-law's name is Dan and Daniel. Lemon is strong like her mama. Thanks, Nat. All right. Well, we love you guys. And say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for letting me ramp and talk and stuff.
What time is it? I have a headache.
Oh, 12.
I have a headache. Okay. Well, we love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for day 1 of Vlogmas. You can see my kitchen finally decorated and all the things, and it'll be great. So, see you tomorrow for that. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful.
You're worth it.
And I am too. Thank you for watching.
Bye.